Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. This video is all about bookish stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of different bookish related things. So anything from reading to reading journal, and I've been wanting to redo my bookshelves. I've just been feeling like I don't know, I feel a little bit bored of them, both of them. I feel like they need a change, so we're gonna be doing that. Hopefully you guys are just gonna hang out with me. I'm just gonna film whatever bookish things I'm doing throughout these couple of days and put it together, and that's what this video is. I'm wearing my bookish merch, and yeah, let's get started. We're gonna start this bookish video with, of course, what's more bookish than reading itself. So I am currently reading Onyx Storm. I just started it right now. I just read chapter 1. So I am doing the hybrid read. I am doing audiobook, following along with the book. And so I wanted to do some other things while we listen to the audiobook, because sometimes I can pull off just audiobook and sometimes I have to pick up the book. I wanted to update my reading journal. It's mostly up to date. I just need to do like my monthly spread. I never did my monthly TBR. So I want to go ahead and glue those on there and write down the prompts from my TBR jar, and also start setting up my wrap-up spread, because January is over in 4 days, and so I'm going to start working on my wrap-up so that way I can just go in and paste all the book covers that I read. And then I'm going to be doing aesthetic kind of spreads for certain books, and for this month I'm going to be doing a spread for Iron Flame and Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. Printed some pictures and I'm gonna start gluing, and we're gonna like make it cute. That's what I'm gonna start working on. Okay, I was able to do my TBR page. I just added all of my jar prompts. So all of these 7 books were part of the TBR jar, and I just added the prompt that I got, and then this one was my pick. So I'm gonna be adding like my TBR picks and my personal picks on my TBR page. And now I just need to start on a wrap-up page for the month of January. This is my big bookshelf, and I really like the setup, but this was my fantasy shelf and it's just gotten kind of full. I had to put some of my fantasy books in the other shelf, and I realized that I'm gonna move the fantasy completely out of here and bring some of the other romance books over here. So I'm going to be putting all of these romances in the big shelf, and then we're going to do like a whole fantasy book display over here. And I think this could be not necessarily the fantasy shelf, because I don't have that many fantasy, but more fantasy focused, I think. And the other one's going to be like romance focused. It's time to redo my shelves. I think I'm going to start over there actually, because I need to take those out, put those romance books over there, and then we will organize the fantasy somehow, some way. But yeah, I'm currently reading. I'm listening to Onyx Storm. My AirPods died and my sister took my small AirPods, so I'm listening to it out loud. So I'm gonna have to focus, because if it's not in my ear, I'm not focusing. I'm glad I'm doing this, because my fantasy books were in this bottom shelf. That's the second to last shelf, but they were very hidden with my reading chair, and now I'm going to be able to display them and put some of my special editions. This shelf right here is my special edition shelf, but I have a lot, and some of my fantasy special editions do not even fit on there because they don't fit on there. Now I get to display them over there, and I'm so excited to make that shelf really cute for fantasy and stuff. So I wiped down the shelves because they're a little bit dusty, so I'm just waiting for those to dry, and then I'll start bringing some of those romance books here. I need to buy the rest of Ali Hazelwood books because I don't own them. Hello? I've mostly read them online, or audiobooks. Like this one was an audiobook. Loved the audiobook. I would recommend doing the audiobook for this one. Loved it so much, had to buy it. Now I own 2 copies of this. I have the special edition. I need to get the rest because I don't have my full Ali Hazelwood collection. Need to get Not in Love. I think about the book every day since I finished it. Also need to buy, I'm talking about like trophy copies. Sarah Adams, I love her books. I need to buy Practice Makes Perfect. That's one of my favorite books by her. There's a lot of books that I want to buy that I already read just to have them. Don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Okay, this is the final shelf tour for the romance, and then down there we have mysteries. You can't see them, but I really like this because it's all romance and it just looks so cute. It's completely full now, don't have any space. We're gonna have to keep a shelf of like random other books. Right here I haven't touched any of these shelves, and now we have 2 empty ones. I'm gonna start doing the fantasy shelves. Final shelf tour, we have the fantasy. Down here we have the remainder of my romances and random books and more random books. I just did a big unhaul, but the more I look at these 2 shelves, it's a lot of random books. Some of them I would keep, but some of them I would not anymore. If it comes down to it, and I need more space for some of my newer romances or newer fantasy, I would get rid of a lot of these. But yeah, this is what the fantasy shelf looks like. We have my Shatter Me special editions, some of my Shatter Me books. I don't have all of them. Then I have all of my Fourth Wing books. This is Powerless, Once Upon a Broken Heart, and A Curse for True Love. I do not own the second book. And then here I have just some like single fantasy, I guess, books that I only have one of. And then we have my Bride Shrine. This is my Steamy Lit edition, Eternal Embers, my paperback copy that I annotated. And then this is the Afterlight edition, which is actually stunning inside. Down here is just my ACOTAR series and my Throne of Glass series. I am missing 2 books, so I have some space for them right there. But yeah, that is what the shelf looks like. I really do like looking over here and seeing all the fantasy books, as well as looking over here and seeing all of my romance. Like I said, I printed all these aesthetic pictures for Not in Love and Fourth Wing, so I'm gonna be doing like an aesthetic page for both of those reads. I finished my spread for Not in Love, and oh my god, I'm actually obsessed with how it turned out. This was so much fun. I can't wait to do it more often. I still have to do my like Iron Flame spread, but this was so much fun and therapeutic, and just listening to my audiobook and doing my book spread, definitely recommend. I'm obsessed because I'm gonna do this for my favorite books of the month, or like my 5-star reads, whatever book I feel like doing it for. More bookish activities. I'm still reading Onyx Storm. I'm currently listening to it. I'm working on a new journal spread. Right now, I'm gonna work on my Iron Flame journal spread. Look at Zayden. But yeah, I'm working on that, listening to the audiobooks. So we're fully doing book stuff right now. Have my coffee, my audiobook, journaling. It doesn't get better than this. Okay guys, that is the end for this video of doing bookish things. We did a couple of different things. We rearranged my bookshelves, which was very much needed. We did some reading journal. We read our current read. A little bit of everything. This was definitely fun and very much needed. While we're on the topic of books and reading, comment what book you're currently reading because I'm curious and I want to know what everyone is reading. I'm gonna end this video here. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me throughout the course of a couple days doing some bookish things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.